here we go again. Let's talk about Baby Deadpool. Well, let's talk about the bike a little bit more. In the last video, yes, I did show you the bike, and I also showed you the big boy right here, Deadpool. And the inspiration, it was definitely Deadpool to get this bike and create it like the same look. But I never show you how did I actually put the fender eliminator. Like you see, it's right there. I'm gonna try to explain it as best possible how I did it. I have the pieces right there. First thing that you gotta do for sure is move the seat out of it. You're gonna be removing this plate. After you remove this plate, you have to remove this one as well. This whole piece right here. Find a place to put all the screws, because believe me, this has a lot of screws. So, next thing is you have to remove this one as well. Same thing on the opposite side. When you remove this piece right here, do not try to remove this piece completely from right here from the top and pull it back. Just don't try to do that. You're gonna probably end up breaking the whole piece apart. So my recommendation is actually, basically what you should do is getting this piece right here, bring it out, put it on top. Do the same thing with this side, push it out, put it on top. Then you can actually bring the whole piece out. Because if you try to do it directly from the top and open both sides, it's a big chance that you break this whole thing completely. Also, you're gonna have some pins that they actually hold this piece together. Be careful you don't lose those, because if you lose those, you're not gonna be able to attach back this whole piece right here. Then, let's jump real quick into this right here, which is the process that you have to do, so that way you can do the whole fender eliminator. And you will have it in this way right here. So, as soon as you remove everything from here, you're gonna have to definitely cut this. But before you cut this plate had to come out of the bike as well, because basically this one comes first, and the screws are definitely gonna be right here, right here, and right here. But this is gonna be like this, and that goes right there. So the first one that you remove, this one out of the way, then you're gonna have to remove this one right here. My cut, and again, my cut is not perfect. I did it exactly right there on top of the lock. You're gonna have to remove, of course, your signal lights, and you're gonna have to remove your plate lights. Those are the colors. I will put a picture of the other side, especially from right here, from the mount. So that way you can actually see exactly what's the coloration that you're gonna have to put your light back, so that way you can have a license plate light in the back. So the lock is the same thing. You have to remove it from right here, take the clip off, and she will just come completely loose. Mine, I actually put it right here as well. That's where my lock is. I have to say that out of the whole project, that was the most complicated part, because it was a little bit annoying how to actually figure that one out, but I did. I ran the cable right to the bottom through here. You can see the cable here. Push it from the side, and you can see the lock right there. I also cut the top of the lock holder. I cut it because where the cable, you're supposed to actually hook it right there, so that way the lock will stay in position, and the cable can actually span and retrieve. But I decided to actually cut it off, so that way I can only have a little gold piece right there, and then I can put the lock really close to the frame, and then it would not overlap basically over here. so it will look much actually perfect to it. So after that, after cutting this piece right here, the next thing that you have to do is actually this bar. This bar also comes with the bike, but in here, the piece from right here that you need as well, because you're gonna cut this one here, and then you're gonna need the metal frame that also comes under that. So that way you can attach the piece that you just cut from here to this underbelly as well. Because like you see, this piece right here is the one that I cut. All that right there, like you see. So I cut it, and then you need to attach this piece to this piece. So you need this bar right here. So if you see, it's this and this, which actually you're gonna need it, because if you don't cut that plate, this piece in the back that you just cut is gonna flap. It's gonna be annoying as hell. And also to attach your plate, your fender eliminator, you're gonna need that as well. And to attach, like I said, this piece and this piece together. If you don't cut it from here, you're not gonna be able to basically do exactly what I did. So that is basically how I did it. Again, the pain and the behind, I would say, is this. Like the lock, yeah, it can get a little tricky, you know, but as soon as I figured it out, I was fine, and it worked perfectly. I'm gonna put the seat so that way I can see that the lock works. So that's it, it's locked, no problems. So now get the key, put it right there under, which will be basically right here. Hit it. Let's see if I can multitask right here. Done deal. And that is actually how I did the installation for the fender eliminator. I wish I could have done a better video when I was actually taking everything apart, but you know, I was doing a couple things, so my bad for that. But I hope that this will help you if you're trying to actually do the same thing like the fender eliminator. And y'all be safe. Peace out. Peace, peace.